Welcome to Sky Talk Radio, an aviation podcast that talks about the airline industry today. Brought to you by flight crews, flight attendants, and passengers. We feature stories that are funny, shocking, and downright entertaining. We're bringing back storytelling, one passenger at a time. So buckle up your seatbelts and let us entertain you on Sky Talk Radio. All right, I got a story for you. I'm out at the airport, and this is like back when I was a flight instructor.
And how long ago was that?
That's a long time ago.
Long time?
Okay, just working.
Where?
At the airport.
I know. What airport? Do you remember?
So I'm standing there.
But you don't remember what airport you worked at?
Yes, it was in California. It was Van Nuys Airport.
Van Nuys
Okay,
Airport.
All right.
You're in a flight school.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm an instructor, and this girl walks in, and I was just sitting there.
Were you working the front desk and the phones too, or?
I was just sitting there. Okay, let me tell my story.
You're sitting.
So this girl walks in and she says, "I'd like to get checked out in a 172. It's been a long time since I've flown. I'm not current. I'd like to get checked out in the airplane." And I said, okay, I'll take you up.
Was she good looking?
Yes, she was good looking.
No.
Somehow I knew you were going to ask me that. So we get in the airplane, and she said to me, "Listen, if you don't mind, right after I'm done with the checkout, I want to take the plane up north to a family reunion. So can I put all my gear in the back?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem. Put your stuff in the back." So she loads our gear up. We jump in the plane, and off we go.
Was it luggage or?
Yeah, luggage. But she had like
Trunks?
a suitcase, and then she had this big cooler, and then she had like a backpack and a purse. Yeah, cooler. So we go out to the practice area, and we're doing all that dumb stuff that the insurance company wants you to do. Some slow flight and some stalls. And
Was this over the water?
No, it was over the land.
But most practice areas are over the water.
No,
right?
they're not. They are
okay.
over the land. Okay, work with me here. So I'm like, okay, you obviously know how to fly. Let's go back to the airport and we'll do some touch and goes. She says, great. So we coming in and we're lining up for the first landing, and we're bringing it down. It's a little windy, right? And we're bringing it down, and kaboom! I'm like, holy cow!
Denture check.
That's gonna leave a mark. So
Was she wearing a bra?
will you just listen to the story? Okay. So she puts that thing on the ground. And I'm like, all right, let's go do another one. Pull the flaps up. Off we go, right? We go back around, and we come around, and I'm doing my instructor thing. Okay, maybe you just, you got to put a little aileron, some opposite rudder, and just work with the wind and blah, blah, blah. And so she brings it down, and on the second landing, it's looking good, and all of a sudden, boom! And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's try that again.
What did she say?
She didn't really say
anything.
She was like, I'm sorry, I heard that a little bit. Just a normal landing. So we come back around, and the third one, and I'm thinking, okay, this one looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Third time's a charm. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be good. So we come down. She's got the crab figured out, and just as she goes into the flare, she hits the wrong rudder. And what happens? Bam!
Holy smoke.
Yeah, only this time, she hits so hard, I hear all her gear sliding around, slashing, bang, the cooler goes across, it's hit the side, and all of this, and I'm thinking, all right, let's just take a $5 and taxi back.
Yeah, you better go back and check for a hard landing inspection.
Exactly. So let's just go back and we'll do a little chalkboard time, and then we'll take it from there. So when we taxi back to the ramp, I noticed that there's some ice and stuff on the ground, and we shut the engine down, and I look in the back, and on the floor, I see all these toes. Toes. Like, I'm not kidding you.
Like human toes?
People's toes. And there were big toes. There were little toes.
Were they painted?
There were painted toes. There were toes that even had little hairy toes.
Oh my God.
And there were men's toes and women's toes, and they were all over the airplane. All over the airplane.
What'd you do?
I called the tow truck.
Sky Talk Radio is sponsored by AirspeedJunkie.com. Fine manufacturers of aviation apparel and accessories. See their full line of product at www.airspeedjunkie.com. Check our website or iTunes for future episodes of Sky Talk Radio as we bring back storytelling, one passenger at a time.